All right, today we're diving into what is, without a doubt, the next huge leap for artificial intelligence: AI agents. Now, this isn't just some sci-fi concept anymore. We're talking about a technology that is seriously poised to change, well, pretty much how we interact with everything digital.
So you're probably pretty used to your AI assistants, right? You tell them to do something, they do it. Simple. But what if your AI could do so much more than just answer your questions? What if you could give it a really big, complex goal and it could just figure out all the steps to get there, all on its own? Well, that is the incredible leap we're talking about, from a simple assistant to a true agent.
And you see, this isn't just a small step up. It's a fundamental shift in how we even think about this stuff. We're moving away from the AI assistant, which is really just a tool that you operate, and towards the AI agent, which is more like a partner that operates for you. I mean, this isn't just some new feature on your phone. It's a whole new way of getting things done with technology.
Okay, so let's break down the core difference because it's super important. A simple AI or a bot is reactive. You give it a specific command, right? Like, hey, set a timer for 10 minutes, and boom, it does that one thing. You're the one pulling the levers. But an AI agent, totally different ballgame. It's proactive. You give it a broad, high-level goal, and it goes off and figures out all the little steps needed to make it happen. It's not a tool you operate, it's an assistant that operates for you. So if we want to get a little more formal about it, what's the actual definition? Well, an AI agent is an autonomous system that can perceive its environment, reason to make decisions, and then act to achieve specific goals. And really, the two words in there that change absolutely everything are autonomous and goals. You know, maybe the best way to wrap your head around this is to just think of a human personal assistant, like a really, really good one. Now, imagine that assistant lives inside your computer and your phone, and it can handle pretty much any digital task you throw at it. That's kind of what we're talking about here. Okay, so the big question is, how does an agent actually do all this stuff? It sounds super complex, right? But the truth is, it all boils down to this surprisingly simple but incredibly powerful cycle. Let's pop the hood and take a look at the core loop that makes every single AI agent tick. It's a constant three-step dance: perceive, reason, and act. That's it. This simple loop is the engine behind it all. I mean, it drives everything from a basic smart thermostat all the way to the most sophisticated AI systems we can even imagine for the future. So let's break that down a bit. First, you've got perceive. This is just the agent gathering data. You know, it could be reading a website, checking a sensor, or listening to what you're saying. Then comes reason. This is the brainy part. It takes all that data it just gathered and forms a plan. And by the way, this step has been totally supercharged by the large language models we have today. And finally, act. This is where it actually does something. Sends that email, books that flight, maybe controls a robot arm. And this whole loop just runs over and over and over, which lets the agent constantly adapt to what's going on.
Now, I know this might all sound like something out of a movie, like some far-off future tech, but here's the kicker. You are already using simple AI agents, like every single day, and you probably don't even realize it. Okay, perfect example, your navigation app. Think about it. Your goal is simple, right? Get me home the fastest way. Well, that app is acting as an agent. It perceives all the live traffic data, it sees accidents, road closures, then it reasons about all the possible routes to take. And finally, it acts by feeding you those turn-by-turn directions. See? Perceive, reason, act. Or hey, how about a smart home thermostat? Its goal is just to keep the room at, say, 72 degrees. So it perceives the room's temperature with its sensors, it reasons, it's getting a little warm, and then it acts by clicking on the AC. It's simple for sure, but that's an autonomous agent doing its thing. And oh yeah, online shopping, definitely another one. Those recommendation engines are constantly working. They perceive everything you click on and browse. They reason about what other stuff you might be into, and then they act by sliding those personalized suggestions onto your screen. Their goal? To get you to click add to cart, of course. And look, if you're a gamer, you have absolutely run into AI agents. All those non-player characters, the NPCs, they're agents. They perceive what your character is doing in the game, they reason based on their own goals, and then they act on it. You know, whether that's helping you out on a quest, or, more likely, trying to totally wreck you in a fight. So, okay, we've seen these simpler agents that are already all around us. But the real excitement, the thing that gets everyone buzzing, is where this is all headed.
We are right on the edge of a whole new age of autonomy, where these things are going to go from being simple tools to becoming true partners. And here's the thing you really got to get. The true shift here is moving from telling a machine exactly what to do step by step to just telling it what we want to achieve. And then the agent just figures out the how all by itself. It's a game changer. I mean, just picture this for a second. Instead of you spending hours digging through websites, comparing flights, reading a million hotel reviews, you just say to your agent, hey, plan a 4-day trip to Lisbon for me next month. Budget's about $1,500. And it just does it. It finds the flights, books the hotel that fits your style, and even puts together a little itinerary based on stuff it knows you like. That's not science fiction. That's the future we are building right now. But of course, this kind of incredible potential, it comes with some pretty incredible responsibility, doesn't it? As we start building these way more powerful, way more autonomous agents, we absolutely have to face some serious questions about the kind of future we're creating. And there's some big hurdles. For starters, there's control and alignment, right? How do you make sure an agent actually does what you want without it finding some crazy destructive shortcut? Then you've got bias and ethics. I mean, whose values do we build into these things? And that's not even mentioning the huge societal impacts on things like jobs or the massive security risks that come with tools this powerful. And really, all of this leads to maybe the single most important question we have to ask ourselves. As these agents get smarter, more autonomous, and just weave themselves into the fabric of our daily lives, who, or maybe what, is ultimately in charge? And that's the big question we want to leave you with to think about. Thanks for tuning in.